Hi, boys and girls. I'm back later on this afternoon, wanting to go over your writing with you. So, yesterday, you should have gone over taking a look at this graphic organizer. Graphic organizers help us to get our thoughts together for our writing. And we were focused on something that we have done, a trip that we have taken, someplace that we have gone. This is giving us examples, this graphic organizer. And some of the places are for the story that they're thinking of. The places they thought of that they went to, a hike in the woods. They thought about going to the city, and they also thought about going to a party. This one's left blank because it was giving you an opportunity to think of some place that you have been, and hopefully you were able to fill that in. Maybe you did all four circles yesterday. That's great. But if you only did one, that's good as well. So now this is the story that we're thinking of. And these are all the different things that I have done because we're writing a true story this week. We're writing a story about something that we have done or someplace we have gone. All right. So these are our ideas, and you should have written those in your journeys book yesterday. All your ideas about things you could write about. And so then on the bottom, it shows us how the person starts to develop their story. Okay. And so the question is, what is the story about? And this person, they had the three ideas. They decided to focus on a hike in the woods. And that's what we have to remember about a story. Sometimes we have a lot to write about, but we really need to narrow it down like to one small, just one part of the story. Alrighty. I mean, if I decided to say, write about my trip to Disneyland, well, wow, that is so much to write about. But if I think about my trip to Disneyland and I focus in on one part of the trip, maybe I'll focus on going to the beach one day when I was at Disneyland, then it's easier for me to write about that because it's not so much for me to have to try to put into my story. So this person, even though they had these other ideas, they focused in on the hike. So it says, what is the story about? And it says, hiking in a park. All right. Then the next question is, who is the story about? And this person put some friends and me. So already I know that they went hiking in a park and that they went with some friends. The next question they answered is, what happens first in the story? And it says, we hiked to the river. What happened next in the story? We saw some deer. What happened last in the story? The deer ran away. So here we go with our sequence of order, alrighty, which is what we focused in on this week is the sequence of events. So I can see that this person told me what happened first, next, and last in their story. So today in writing in your journeys book, you will be answering these questions. You do not have to write the questions, but just take a look at this graphic organizer and see what the questions are. And then in your book, with a complete sentence, write what's happening in whatever idea you came up with yesterday. Pick one of those ideas and then write about that particular idea. So that's our writing for today. We're very slowly getting to our final publishing of our story, but we're doing it step by step this week. All right. Take care, boys and girls.